Night. First things first, my friends, look at this bad boy right here. The first ever piece of merch for bodybuilding and cheat meals. We got the front and back multicolor. It is a Gildan 65% polyester, 35% cotton, so it's got that good little blend. I just put it to the test today on leg day, and fellas, I'm gonna have y'all sent out tomorrow. So 3X is for everybody, baby.
Yeah. 3X will go home.
Fat boy season.
Hey, what about that? That dusted down there is looking pretty snug. Is that 2X?
I think it's a 2X,
Yeah.
That's, I think we're 2X.
Yeah. These are the first shirts that I've made in 3X, because every X is like, extra $2-3, so
yeah.
I was like, screw it. I've had a few people ask for 3Xs, but when both of y'all said 3X, I was like, man, well, we got to do 3X now,
You opened it and say, hey, do you want a 2 or a 3? I'm like, I gotta tell them 3,
Yeah, I hear you. Well, this is the second week of hitting y'all with a new shirt. This is the Widowmaker. Here for a good time, not a long time, baby. It was a 6-pound donut. 6-pound donut, and 6-pound donut, Louisville, Kentucky. I think we talked about it on the first one, but it had the pound of fried chicken, pound of bacon, 2 pounds of sausage gravy, 3 donuts, a box of cornflakes, and grape jelly. And it was phenomenal. It was phenomenal, dude. Yeah, it was. That was my first time competing against a pro. I wasn't pro yet, and I went against Ivan the Avocado. He was a major league eater, ranked, and we set it up and kind of made like it was a cool event, man. They did like a boxing poster. They advertised it, and it was a good little promotion. We had the news there, and man, I was in there sweating, sitting by the window, just scarfing it down. They put on some Rocky music, and I got in the zone there at the end. And my boy Ivan started turning green. I was a little nervous, but I was like, man, I'm just going to do my thing. He came out of the gates hot, but I was just like, if I can just lean over and just keep shoveling, at my own pace, got 30 minutes. So knocked it out with 1 second left to save me from paying $50, and I got a free t-shirt. So there's only 2 people ever do it.
Did the other guy do it or no?
No.
Oh wow.
No, he couldn't do it. There's a guy that's done it before. That's a big competitive eater in the area up there.
I bet I could do it.
You think?
Yeah, day after a show. I've eaten everything.
Yeah.
There's no slowing down. You put me over there a day after a show, I'll fast. I'll do a show, then fast the day after a show, so I'm super hungry, then go over there.
Yeah.
And just pound it.
Hey, those ankles be swelled up. Well, you'd have to dig him socks out.
Like, yeah, even though when I fluctuate 30 pounds, my ankles don't swell after a show.
Mine do. I hate it.
No, mine don't swell anymore. My body's used to it.
I think my rebound, not healthy folks, if you're listening, do not chase a weight on the scale.
Do not recommend.
No, do not recommend whatsoever. But I weighed in at 228 for the Olympia. A week later, I was 280 at night before bed.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
52 pounds in a week, dude.
You did 10
that was
pounds
bad.
more than me.
That was bad.
So I got up to that weight, but not as fast as you.
Yeah.
Well, I did do it in about a week, but then you did it quicker than a week. Because I remember you passed me quicker than a week.
Yeah, I was like, you was bragging. You was like, oh, I'm already up this. I was like, hey,
yeah, I'm like 275, and you're like, I passed you. You're like 276 or something. I'm like, I'm done. But then I kept obviously gaining weight because I was in town with my family. I kept getting more donuts and stuff. So
yeah. So how's y'all's week? Anything new?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Gulag a few times.
Yeah. So James got a hold of some of your cookies, is what I hear.
That's probably the highlight of my week, actually.
You ate what, a pound and a half at 3 a.m.?
Yeah, I ate all 5 already, so they didn't last very long. I told myself I was gonna space them out, but yeah. So I had 2. I had 1. You had to give me like a little sample one pre-workout. That was perfect. And then I had 2 post-workout, or like a meal or 2 after. And I was like, oh, that's good for the weekend. And then later that night, I woke up to take my piss, and I ate 3 cookies.
So what was your favorite?
I like the one with the Oreo.
Oh, cookies and cream.
Cookies and cream. And then the peanut, they were all really good, but then the peanut butter one was my second favorite. The peanut butter cup.
Peanut butter scoop.
Yeah, peanut butter scoop.
Yeah.
It's hard to beat.
That was a good one.
So did you microwave any of them, or did you just eat them regular?
I just ate them regular. They were perfect as is.
Yeah.
They were very soft, and I didn't feel like I needed to microwave them.
Good. Yeah, good. I'm always bougie with it, so I'll like cut it in half and eat, because I like the texture of it not microwaved, and I like one soggy from the microwave, because when you microwave, it's like it's extra buttery and the like chocolate melts, so I'll eat it with a fork. And if I put it with ice cream, that's super dank.
Do you recommend what do you recommend for air fryer warming?
I've never tried it in air fryer. Thought about it.
Me either.
Because I don't have a microwave anymore. All I have is air fryer.
Really?
Yeah, mine broke, and I was just too lazy to like pay someone to get it. It broke last March, like right when COVID started. So it was really weird when like to get people in your house and shit. So I went without it for so long, and I was like, I don't need one anymore.
Yeah, you don't really need it. It's like a lazy man's.
Well, here's the thing. You just brought up a good topic. It's like the hottest commodity. Anytime we travel and do a bodybuilding show, or microwaves. They never have them in your rooms. So they try to delegate, 5 microwaves over the entire premises, and it's like a treasure hunt trying to find it. And then you got 10 people in line. I got to where I don't even do cream of rice. Yeah, I just eat, I'll eat Rice Krispies before I eat cream of rice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't use microwaves when we go to hotels. We bring it's technically not allowed, but we bring a little hot pan, and I bring a couple dishes to bake on. So
yeah, I think
I was making full-on rice. I brought like 10 pounds of dry rice, and I was using that to fill up for nationals and stuff. Just pouring it, eating it.
Yeah, I would just bring a rice cooker and then an air fryer. That'd be good.
Yeah, I don't do a rice cooker or air fryer because it takes too much space in luggage. That's why you get one of the hot pans. And then you bring a couple pans that are wide and the little one for the rice.
Hey, Casey, when we competed at the Arnold, I got on Facebook Marketplace and bought a $20 microwave and I took it to the Arnold and plugged it in the room, but it was so clutch because I don't even think I even used it carbon up. You know what I mean? I had all this different food, but somebody sent me brownies to the room. It was like the Cleveland brownie, and shipped them to the room. And I was like, oh man, what a clutch idea with this microwave. I can heat these bad boys up, Yeah. It was pretty fun.
I think you're better off just getting Airbnb.
No doubt.
With like a full setup, kitchen.
Yeah.
It's so easy when your hotel is just connected to the venue and you just get to walk through, like at the Arnold.
I don't like being around the competitors though.
Yeah.
I like to separate myself.
It is true because the competitor's always mad dogging you. I'm like, why are you mad dog? Like, it doesn't.
I'm mad dogging them though. Like I'm saying, don't mad dog me, but I'm doing the same thing back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. When people look at me sideways, I'm just like, I just laugh. I don't care. Because like, they're not going to fight me on stage. Like the judge is going to say you're better or you're better. Well, and half these dudes are like men's physique. I'm like, you're not even going to compete with me.
The only ones that ever mad dog me are men's physique guys. I don't mad dog, but it's like I'm like checking you out. Like I'm like, trying to get like check your condition out and all that stuff.
Yeah, I think the guys that don't care are the bigger guys, and they're just dead, so they just don't have any expressions. You know, it's like everyone's trying to make weight, so you don't really care. But then you see these little guys just mad up. You're like,
it's like dogs, like Chihuahuas, like the
Chihuahua,
dogs. Yeah. Like I have one. He's a little
walk by
asshole.
the lads all pumped.
Yeah,
like,
he's an asshole. He's a little asshole.
Hey, I
but
got
I have
some
a
good
bigger
questions
dog.
today.
Chill.
I got some good questions, guys. I just checked them for the first time. Everybody, make sure that you check our stories on Mondays. We're going to post a little IG story where you can submit your questions. That's how we're doing it right now. Man, this one right here is a good one. You're on death row and get one final cheat meal. What is it? Ooh.
You said chicken and waffles last week, remember?
Well, I would have the hot chicken and waffle. I would have the hot chicken and waffle with the syrup and the ice cream as a side dish. I think I would have I would have an array of desserts. I would have Casey's sugar cookie, whatever that thing was phenomenal. I'm gonna have a plate of those. I'm basically gonna eat until I die anyway, so I don't have to get electrocuted.
Explode your stomach out.
Oh yeah.
Lay on your back, fall asleep, and throw up on it.
Eating like no tomorrow, but I'm gonna have to have a jar of Pokin' Nuts, the cookies and cream, best peanut butter I've ever had in my life.
That's the best one. You can't stop
eating. Dude, I really like his schnozberry one though.
That's fire too. Yeah,
that's so good. I love honey, so it's like honey, peanut butter, and schnozberry.
Yeah, it's top 3 for me for sure. Those two, and man, I'm having pizza. I mean, I love a good steak, so I'll probably have steak there too. So like, this is a bad question.
It's everything in the world.
All right, you have to limit it to like a. You have to limit it to like a. Okay, so you got to limit it to like an app.
Category.
An app.
You're gonna mention your whole life worth of eating.
You can have an appetizer. You can have a main, and you can have a dessert.
Ooh. Like okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Do they have to be like appetizers you would see off a menu, or can I just say like the chicken and waffle bill for my appetizer?
I mean, that's a size appetizer.
That's an appetizer. That's an
appetizer. Okay. We would do that. Main course. I just want a big old meat lovers pizza. I think I want a meat lovers pizza main course. Dessert.
Do you have any particular maker?
Well, since Papa John sponsors me, I like them. Got that new stuffed crust out, which is fire.
Use code DFW25, right?
Yeah, DWF25, 25% off online orders.
And that's legit. People might think we're joking, that's legit.
No, people wear it out.
It's a good deal. It's a good deal.
Yeah. I don't get commission or anything, but I just I like seeing people just enjoying a good cheat meal, a little discounted cheat meal. Ain't nothing like it. So people tag me in it all the time, which is pretty cool. But I would do that for the main course. And dessert, probably my favorite dessert of all time is cheesecake.
What kind?
Cheesecake steak.
I was at Cheesecake Factory a couple of days ago and was scoping out
that's dangerous
Cinnabon. There's some type of Cinnabon cheesecake that looked fire.
I don't think I had that one yet, but we got a crap load one night for our anniversary. We got 4 cheesecake slices and went in the movie theater and just ate all of it. Mm-hmm. So that was pretty dang. It was like red velvet. That one was really good.
Okay. Well, let's hear yours then, Big Daddy. What's your third?
This is so hard.
It is.
I know it's hard because now
I'm glad I didn't go first. I'm glad I didn't go first.
Get some time to think.
I'm always craving in prep. It's like that's one thing I always crave because I'll have cookies during prep and stuff on refeed days, but not cheesecake.
Hey, I'm gonna change my dessert. I want to do just some type of custom creation of those West Coast brownies. I mean, those are dang. They're like a pound and a half, dude. They're freaking heavy, man. And They've got some good ones, and which brings me to another discount code, Dusted. Hey, people's been wearing that out probably more than any discount code I've ever had. And I'm like, I haven't even posted that much about it. I guess they just see the big ass big ass cross sections on Instagram, So I at least get the duo of the month. They mix it up every month. But
yeah.
All right. Your turn, Case.
So I would do my appetizer. I'll do an apple fritter for an appetizer.
Appetizer.
that would be my appetizer right there.
Okay.
Because I could start. I usually will start off on something sweet, because whenever I get a box of donuts, I'm eating that on the way home till I eat my main meal, and then I'll get dessert after that. So that's an appetizer for me. And the donuts from what's it called? It's not Sidecar. Sidecar is my favorite donut place.
Is that dessert or entree?
That's my appetizer. Okay. So yeah, donuttery, apple fritter, and then I would have a just array of Persian food. Like, you can't go wrong with Persian food. You got lamb, all these flavored rice, everything just delicious. And then I would do for dessert a simple cookie with ice cream, and it would have to be the what do you call it?
The Grater's
ice cream. Grater's ice cream, dude. I'd probably go with Vienna coffee. Love that flavor.
What flavor cookie?
With that, I'd probably do something like I did in prep, like one of the sugar cookies, because that goes really well with the coffee ice cream. So
those are money.
That'd probably be it right there.
Those are money. How about you, James? What you got? You've been cooking on down there. You've been cooking on it down there. What you got?
Yeah. I would start with some nachos. Chicken nachos.
Yeah.
Not any particular place or anything like that. We'll just standard.
Is it chicken? Is it chicken because you can't lose your muscle mass the final hours of your life?
Yeah, I know. I just like chicken on my nachos for some reason.
You gotta get that protein in.
Yeah. Shredded or like fajita style chicken?
Like little grilled chicken strips.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, fajita style.
With guacamole and sour cream and olives, cilantro, a little salsa, that type of deal. And then I would do tomahawk ribeye.
Ooh, yeah.
For my main.
Yeah, meaty.
Yeah, and then
I know you got a tater with it at least.
Loaded. Oh, actually, with like a twice baked potato loaded.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah,
it's nice.
And then for the dessert, no veggies. Not doing veggies. And then actually, I might do some asparagus so I look dry before I die. No, I'm just kidding.
False.
And then,
natural diuretic here.
Yeah, just look ripped when I'm on the chamber. And then for dessert, I would do like a brownie with vanilla ice cream, Haagen-Dazs vanilla ice cream,
like a little skillet brownie.
Like a skillet brownie.
Yeah, those are good.
Plain vanilla.
It's pretty fire.
I'm a happy
what drink would you get with your final meal? Would it be like an alcoholic beverage, or would it
just alcohol?
Hey, that's funny because we got two of them, and the other variation of the question adds choice of beverage.
Yeah.
So this,
so what alcoholic drink would you get?
I'm gonna sound like a little pansy here.
What you got?
I'm gonna do a Moscow Mule.
I like those, man.
I love them. I don't know.
Solid.
I want them in that little copper thing.
Yeah.
And I'll be happy camper because it's real light. I won't be too bloated. It'll kind of help with the ginger. Will help with digestion.
Hey, that's like my favorite post show. If I'm gonna drink something, I mean, I'm gonna be so full that I won't even get a buzz anyway. So it's more of a tropical flavor. It's like crisp. You know what I mean? I always crave like fruity stuff after, you're so dehydrated. So that's pretty solid.
But this isn't after a show though. What would you get on death row?
Well, I mean,
that's like your show, yeah. Death row show.
Well, I don't want to drink alcohol with my brownie or cheesecake. So I'm probably just going with almond milk.
A good cognac is good with that dessert.
Or maybe one of those little Baileys. What is it?
Irish cream Baileys.
Yeah.
Something like that. That'd be good.
That way might take the edge off the lethal injection there.
That's the whole point, dude.
Yeah.
I'd probably drink Lagavulin 16 because I like things that make me think of different, like, I guess throwbacks of like urban foods, like family gathering for me. And
what was the drink?
Lagavulin 16.
I never heard
of
it.
Like a Scotch. It's like it has a very firewood taste to it, and so it reminds me of bonfires at the beach.
Yeah,
it's like a throwback for me. It's like a flavor you drink. You're like, it puts you back to like when I was a kid at Huntington Beach. So that's why I like that.
Hey Casey, real quick. Sorry. How much were you gonna bet that he's gonna say Terramaya?
Hey, I'm a little impartial. My boy DJ gave me a little shout out there.
You clip it and then put it on Instagram.
Hey,
I for sure thought it was gonna be Terramaya.
And I haven't drank in a while, man. It is hard to beat old Terramana margarita, especially when The Rock gives you a shout out. So that kind of little biased on that, But I like the Don Julio too. That's some of that. What is it? 1942. It's that big, tall brown bottle.
Yeah. I've seen it. I don't do tequila.
Me neither.
Dude, the first time I had tequila was like very cheap, and I was like gagging every shot. And ever since then, I'm like, I would have tequila Sundays at my friend's house because he's Mexican. And I'd be sitting there, it's like, okay, I guess I'm in for the ride, like, because I don't like it, but I'd do it.
Yeah.
All right. If what one bodybuilder would you want to meet or meet again if you could, and why?
These are hard questions today.
Yeah.
One bodybuilder I'd like to meet.
Yeah.
That's hard because most of them, like, I don't know. I don't really idolize anyone. I think Arnold would be cool to meet, and just because he has such a crazy life story, and to like, if you could sit down and talk to someone, it'd be cool to actually get his inside opinion on his life.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've met a few bodybuilders and they're all nice.
I respect a lot in the industry. A lot of them are so accessible these days that I want to meet one or meet one again that's not as accessible. So I'd probably say Arnold, just because I've never met him personally, and it'd be cool to say you met Arnold. I mean, he's the one that motivated me to to start bodybuilding. You see the old school classic pics. I mean, just clean looking. So I'd probably say Arnold. I'm sure
him
some
and
good
Lou.
stories.
And we could all save these guys because we're tall. I don't like when the 5'0" guys say Arnold. I'm like, dude, how would you look up to someone? Like, you would literally look up to them. Yeah. But how would you say that that's your, like,
Right. What about you?
Little guys got to pick like Franco.
Yeah, Franco, dude, he was solid until he like got older and he got that lump. But
what about you, James?
I don't want to like agree with all of you, but probably Arnold.
Yeah.
So if you're going to like all time, I would say Arnold. But if you're talking about like one that's kind of like more current, I would say Jake Cutler. Because Jake Cutler, to me, he's made it bodybuilding like a career better than anyone.
Little Arnold coming through, baby.
Yeah. Arnold would be my choice though if I had to pick one. But
well, I've met Jay, and I've met Ronnie, and I've met all the greats for the most part. What I mean? And they're I probably idolize Jay's career more than any of them. Just respect the business side, and coming in second all them freaking years, man. I'm just coming off a tough second, so I look at that, and that's motivating,
So you're kind of technically 1 second and one first that was a second.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I met Jay one time here at the show, and he's like super cool, but he's like he said, first of all, why aren't you on stage today? Because I was 1 week out of another show.
Oh, okay.
And then he goes, I was like, oh, damn, I'm looking at shape. And then he hits me with, and where did you get them J's? Because I had some fire on my feet.
Yeah.
And I'm like, in one sentence, he like made my life.
So he's like, and why are you getting hard?
I don't know. You're Jay Cutler. Yeah.
Hey, what J's did you have on? You remember?
I had some custom joints on from the shoe surgeon. Oh. So they're 101. No one else has in the world.
Oh, gotcha.
And he's like, damn. He's like, where the yeah, because they're shoe surgeon's probably like the most well-known customizer. So like his stuff's really like exclusive. So like,
hey, what's a general setup? How much a pair costs, you think? 5 stacks.
5,000.
Yeah. That's pretty solid pair of shoes.
About how much my truck costs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's solid.
Yeah, I think another bodybuilder though that I have met that's super nice is Lee Haney. He's just one of those standout guys. He's not loud in the industry.
He's a heck of a guy.
Community. Like his physique was pretty sick. So he's one of those guys that took like mass and aesthetics together.
He has my favorite physique of all time, Lee Haney.
Yeah. It completely overlooked too. I'm like, he has 8 Olympias also, but his era wasn't as challenging, and so he gets overlooked. But
it's because he was there, and no one else could touch him.
Yeah,
that's why it wasn't challenging.
But he's against a lot of shorter guys too. You know, his top competitors was like Gaspari and Labrada. Yeah. He had what's his name? DeMay was there too, but DeMay just wasn't as big and complete per se. He was pretty complete, but not just as big. He wasn't as empowering on stage.
I like Haney because he's the type of physique that you can still look good in regular clothes. Like wear a pair of jeans.
Oh yeah.
With like a white tee or something.
Looks like a stud.
He just looks like a stud. The guys now can't wear jeans.
No.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because his legs weren't as big as like today's guys.
Right.
But his upper body was just, comparable to today.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I think meeting Dorian would be cool just because you hear all the stories. It's a little before our time. You know what I mean? And just hearing the old grainy stories of, if you got a chance to see him in person, then, it's a whole different ball game than the gnarly pictures that we've seen. And
the black and whites.
Yeah. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Those are dope pictures.
Let's see. It says I'm running out of time here, guys. I bought the upgraded to the plans. Is it showing anything on y'all screen?
It says 9 minutes and 49 seconds left.
I don't know why it's saying it'll end in 10 minutes. I'm gonna hit upgrade. Y'all keep on talking. Y'all got a question?
Yeah, I got one. One that's related to the podcast tonight. It said, "What is your thoughts on diet sodies?"
So, sodies.
Yeah, sodies.
Yeah,
those sodies. But diet sodas and how they affect. What's your opinions on them? Do you let your clients drink them or not?
Go ahead, James.
I'd say yes, up until like 6 weeks out, because I don't want to worry about, if you're talking about like a lifestyle client, yeah, it's fine. But if you're talking about like a competitor, up until like 6 weeks out, because I want to worry about less variables as possible. And so if I remove that variable, it's one less thing I have to worry about if you're holding water from the diet soda or whatever. So as far as like a fat burning standpoint, I don't think it has much effect. As long as you're not overdoing it. Now, if you're a guy that's drinking like 12 a day, or a gal, there is science that says that it raises your blood sugar a little bit. But I mean, if you just have like 1 or 2 a day, I don't think it's gonna like make or break you.
Yeah, I think you're like, go ahead. Just jinxed each other on that one.
I know.
You owe me a Diet Coke.
All right, you owe me a Fresca. You owe me a Fresca. That's my favorite. Frescas. So I got 8 minutes to upgrade. I'm gonna answer real quick. I say keep it in if it's going to keep you from cheating. Coming about a week out, or if you're having any digestion problems, I strongly advise against it. I don't have any digestion problems, so I have a couple a day. Even leading up to the final week, I'll start pulling them back final week just because I want everything as smooth as possible. You know what I mean? But having a diet soda, kind of it staves off a binge or a cheat or something like that. If I can just fill up with a little carbonation. You could probably switch over to the seltzer water or something, if you're more concerned about artificial sweeteners and stuff. But I say keep it in if it's not going to hinder you digestion wise. But go ahead.
I
got
agree
7
with
minutes.
you. Like I don't have anything against them because scientifically speaking, they're not bad for you as long as you, like James said, you're under a certain threshold of how much you drink of it. I wouldn't make that the main intake of my fluids, but for me, I don't drink them because it does affect me poorly. I get bloated and I just get digestive issues and whatnot, dries out my throat. So I stay away from them. But if you're fine with them, go for it. It's really individual, but like you both said, don't overdo it.
Yeah. Go ahead with another question. I'm out of commission until I get this upgraded. Do y'all still see my picture or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
You look beautiful.
Oh, I got an interesting one. Fuck, marry, kill. Tacos, burrito, or quesadilla.
Go make yourself a dang quesadilla.
That's a tough one.
I actually would probably, that's hard actually.
It is hard.
Because chicken quesadillas are delicious.
And they're easy to make.
Yeah. You could be white and make it good. And then it's like, are we talking hard shell tacos or soft shell? Is it just traditional hard shell?
Either or, whatever your favorite is.
If you said hard shell, I'd get rid of those. But because I like soft shell tacos.
I like soft shell better too.
Yeah, I would get rid of the taco, honestly, because it's so small. It gets messy. You can put the same things in a taco you can in a burrito. So I'd probably marry the burrito and I'd bang the quesadilla because those are good for the occasional appetizer.
Okay. Hey, y'all don't be stealing my credit card information on this podcast, guys. I'm entering it right now.
Just say it out loud with your social security. I'm sure
with date of birth.
With the pen. This is crunch time.
So I'm gonna marry the taco. I love tacos, man. Like fish tacos are like one of my favorite foods. I almost consider that on my death row meal. So like
fish tacos are, especially like I used to eat those from Wahoo's.
Yeah.
In California, little Wahoo's fish tacos.
So good, man. They're so
especially
good.
with blackened fish. Oh. That's delicious.
Yeah. I like a little like a lightly fried one too. I like that too.
Yeah. You're gonna make me switch my answer, dude.
I know the fish tacos is what got me because the fish burrito isn't really that good.
Yeah, that just sounds disgusting. Like you can put like little chunks in there of like cream of tartar.
Yeah. So I'm gonna make it. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good now. Yeah. So marry the taco, and then I'm going to. Quesadillas are really good and easy.
All right. So what is it? I was concentrating. It's quesadillas, tacos, and what?
And burrito. So we got like a Mexican theme here. I'd probably just kill off the quesadilla and then fuck the burrito. Because the burrito, like, some of those San Diego burritos are like $5 in California. Like, that's what I'm thinking of when I think burrito. They're good. And it's like fun going to town. It's fun going to town on it every now and then, but I don't want it all the time because it's pretty big. So
honestly, I might switch mine to what you said because
I've got a good answer.
I forgot about the whole fish taco aspect.
Yeah.
I've got a good answer.
So good, dude.
It's a game changer.
Yeah,
I've got a good
every
answer.
time I go to a restaurant, if I order a quesadilla, especially in California, over here, all their Mexican food's bad. But in California, I'm always getting burritos and tacos every place I go to. And I don't always get a quesadilla. Yep. So I might switch to your answer,
Because you can get a quesadilla at Chili's and be okay.
Well, here's the deal. This is hey, I'm always the opposite of y'all. What's going on? Y'all trying to team up on me or what?
We're just Californian, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
California.
So I'm killing the quesadilla just because I rarely get it.
Well, I killed it. I killed the quesadilla.
Oh, y'all killed it? Okay.
I did, yeah.
I'm gonna marry the burrito because I feel like you can get more protein in it with less carbs. So
I don't know though.
I feel like I could eat it every day.
That's false.
Because the soft tacos, the little soft tacos, are not really carb heavy.
No, then
they're like 20. They're like 20 carbs.
And you're not getting a bunch of rice and beans.
Yeah, because burritos they shove with rice and beans too. And yeah,
you could do extra meat though.
Protein. Beans are protein, but it makes you fart. It's not a real complete source.
It's not a complete protein.
Complete with other ones, but
with rice.
If I've got a big hog leg burrito, I think I'm taking it all day. If I eat like 3 or 4 tacos, then I'm like, man, that's weak. I want way more than 3 or 4 tacos.
So what are you talking about?
Every taco you can put a different kind of sauce on it. You can dip so much more. You can do tacos that open. It's like, hey, come get me.
Hey guys, you got me because I just remembered some of the Mexican workers at El Maz, like they'll hit me up every now and then, and they'll be like, "Hey Primo, what you doing?" I'll be like, "Hey,
what do they call you?"
Primo, cousin.
Okay.
They're like,
hey, Primo. Like Primo's a little different my language.
Yeah. Hey, they're like, Primo, hey, if you're not busy, come to this address. So I go to the address, and they pay people from Tennessee to come up, and they have more celebrations and parties than anybody I know. I love it. It's cool. It's like every other weekend, like they find a reason to all get together, families, and just a bunch of the workers, and they'll throw a little party, drink some cervezas, and cook some tacos. And what they'll do, that's why I gotta go with tacos, because you're right. When you can add the sauce and different ingredients, like they got the tongue tacos, they have like authentic there. It's like I'm talking cheek, tongue, brain, eyeballs.
You get the real deal.
Yeah, it's
head to tail.
Pretty solid.
That's why your joints are so strong.
Collagen.
All that collagen.
Collagen.
Dude, listen to this. One night, they hit me up, and I was actually working, and I was like, I'd just eaten like an hour prior, keeping it healthy. I think I was starting to be in somewhat type of prep. It was October or something last year. They hit me up. I was working. I was like, man, I just ate, but I can't. It'd be disrespectful to turn down, this authentic throwdown, and the owner is calling me saying, hey, come here and try this. So I get there. All right. I was like, well, I'm trying to eat clean a little bit, but yeah, now I can't pass it up. So he said, what do you want? I said, well, just one of each. So there's like 6 or 7 different ones. So I started out with like 6 or 7. He's like, Mr. Bartley, he eats way more than that. He needs way more protein. I was like, yeah. I was like, okay, I'll take a few more. Well, they kept on peer pressuring me until I ate 50. And then at that point, it was like, I was like, and they were double wrapped. So it was 100 little tortillas.
Yeah.
that I ate. And
the corn ones?
Yeah, the corn.
Yeah. You had 10 pounds from all that sodium?
Dude, man, I fasted next day, had killer pumps.
That extra cardio.
Oh man, but it was worth it. Hey, my buttons on my uniform were about to pop off. I thought they were just going spew. Hey, I was pressed to the gills, man. If I'd had a waist trainer on, it'd have bent the wires in that thing.
Goodness.
Hey guys, what about this beverage right here?
Is that eggs?
Does it look appetizing to you?
I mean, it kind of does. It kind of looks like one of those lemon meringue pies, but
I thought it was Terramaya with margarita juice.
It does, don't it? Looks like a little slushy there. No, and I've been running around town so hard today, and I had a couple meals. Like I like doing the cream of wheat where I put the egg whites in there, 4 or 5 pumps, which is probably 15 grams of protein, but I'll put a scoop of protein powder in there too. So I've had 2 of those today. So I feel like, and I had some eggs this morning. So I wasn't feeling a protein shake post leg workout today. I was just like, man, I need some whole food. And I chugged a 10 ouncer right before we started, shooting a little promo for him. Egg Whites International. They take good care of me. Got one in the freezer. If y'all live closer, I'd give y'all one. I got them in the freezer and
I'm only 4 hours away. Else.
Hey, come on down, Big Dad. You have before. We'll go to Wild Eggs again.
Yeah, we could go. We should do a full day of eating before our preps kick off fully.
That'd be tough.
Yeah, we need to. We're gonna have to figure out something because you always hear Fuad and all them talk about doing these eating things and they never do it. I'm like, hey, if anybody's gonna do it, it's gonna be us. You know what I mean?
We will have a 2-hour podcast of us quietly eating.
We would make everyone disgust. We would disgust everyone.
Seriously, because I wouldn't even care, dude. When I go over to people's homes, I know I'm making a mess, so I just have a napkin in one hand, shove my face, wipe, stash. You know, it's like.
Hey, man. At least you use utensils. I use my hands half the time, man. I go to some of these church gatherings and stuff in Nashville with all these hot chicks, and they're like, man, he's a barbarian. Like they're thoroughly entertained of me just going to town. I'm like,
they like that in Nashville though, don't they?
Yeah.
They like when a man can use his fingers.
Yeah. Yeah. So
yeah, we had a potluck at work like last week. And like everyone kind of like politely gets like a plate, and I had like 8 in front of me. It was like disgusted by how I was eating. So like I go really fast, and then I use my hands a lot too, and then everybody was just like amazed. I'm like, what?
Here's one of the things. One of the things that and I always say this too when people start hating on me for using my fingers. Everything tastes better when you eat it with your hands.
Yeah,
so there's something about it.
It's because you don't get any of the metal taste. Like when you have a spoon, you're scraping on the end of the bowl, and the metal gets that weird taste like a battery. Especially the last couple, like trying to scrape out the rest of the ice cream from a bowl, it gets all weird taste on the spoon.
Yeah,
I've never eaten ice cream with my hands though.
You can. It's an ice cream cone. Do you just like scoop the top of
ice cream cone tastes better? That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have eaten it with my hands. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, they have
ice cream cookie,
Yeah, it tastes way better.
There's not. You can get some real low carb ice cream cones at Walmart. They're like 7 carbs for a mini cone.
Low carb though.
I was like, right.
But I don't do that stuff either for foods like that.
No, it blows me, dude. All that fiber. I'm sitting out there farting. I'm like, I don't like this anymore.
Or that erythritol sugar.
Yeah.
That kills me. That kills me.
Yeah, I can't chew any gum or anything like that.
So do y'all like the waffle cone or do you like the other one?
Depends.
I just killed waffles last week, so I'll act like I don't like the waffle cone. But waffle cones are delicious, especially if it's dipped a little bit,
So if we're talking regular ice cream, I'm going waffle cone. Now, if we're talking soft serve, I love that little sugar cone.
Yeah.
There's something about getting that last bite.
Oh yeah,
of a soft serve.
They got that little cap down at the bottom. It's just
that little nook that's been collecting it. I love that last bite.
Dude, I used to live 4 houses down from Dairy Queen, so we'd play pickup basketball every day, like growing up. So, we'd play several games of 21 until we got tired of pushing each other around, and walk down to Dairy Queen, get a chicken strip basket and an Oreo Blizzard, like all the time, dude. It was so fire.
Sounds good.
You needed that. You need that calories.
Oh yeah, shoot.
When you're a kid, you burn so much playing.
Yeah.
Like there's no calculation for that.
It don't even happen anymore. You know what I mean?
They don't do it anymore.
No. I mean, like you're above average athletes you'll see working on their craft. But that's about it. You don't see.
But they're going to like some coach or some like training facility. Right. I practiced my craft on like the playground with like normal kids.
Right.
But now they're
I used to have
kids. Just squash them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Neighbors don't get out and play with each other anymore, man. We used to play hide and go seek until mama screamed that food was ready.
I'd get grounded, dude, staying out too late.
Yeah.
So would I. Just riding my bike around town all day.
Hey,
building fucking jumps and shit with the shovel. It's like a lot of calories, man.
Dude, the bike ramps were hilarious because all kids were horrible at it, but you all went off and tried to land it, and it's like the most like painful landings ever.
Yeah. Did y'all ever get on those little pedals? Did y'all ever get on the scooters, those little razors?
I was too old for Razor, man. Yeah, I was already too big by this when they came out.
Dude, I was on the Razors. I was on like the pocket bikes. I was a little Harley, one of the little Razor scoop ones when they made the electric ones, zipping around the neighborhood on that little Harley.
Really,
dude? Yeah. I tore my ankle on the trick bike. I had those little tire. I had the little tire flies where you plug over your little air spigot, air valve, and they glow. And the faster you go, you can make your wheel look like it's a complete highlighter circle. You know what I mean? Neon circle. And I was going so fast, and I had some old school Iversons on. JB.
The answers?
Hold up. Yeah. Please. Show me a fresh pair.
Because I got you.
Oh yeah. Look at these. Ooh.
These ones?
Yeah. Mine didn't have the blue tip.
Did they have the red tip? Were they red tip?
I think they were.
Are these ones though?
Are there lighter blue ones or no?
Not the original.
Those are the. Yeah, I'm sure it wasn't that.
These are the OGs. Yeah, these are the OGs.
Yeah, I'm sure my parents didn't spend that much money on me.
No, they were kind that you can slip on. I don't think it was those. I did have a pair of those playing basketball one time, but it was the ones where you could like slip on. You know what I'm talking about?
I think that was the second one. This is the first Iverson.
Okay.
The question.
Yeah.
I think you had the answer.
Isn't there like some?
It's called the answer.
It was the answer.
Yeah.
Isn't there ones like the ones you have right there with like little gold stitching around the Reebok?
Yeah,
the ones you're holding different colorway.
They've come out with a bunch of different colorways, but this is like the first like OG one, and then there's a red tip too.
So how do you feel about? Okay, obviously you're a Jordan stud. So how do you feel about, I'm trying to grow my collection here, and I love some of the old school shoes, like the Iversons there, and you got different ones. I saw a pair of Scottie Pippins the other day, but I was like, man, I can't do nothing to mess up. I got to get a few more Jordans first before I start. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna blow your mind on this one.
All right.
I used to be so focused on Jordan, I ended up hurting my collection a little bit. I should have picked up more pairs. So I was like so brand loyal. But I feel if you're going to be to have a really diverse and complete shoe collection,
right?
You need to have multiple brands and multiple different like silhouettes and things like that.
Yeah, it's just hard because when you got the greatest basketball player of all time, you're like, I don't want somebody that's not as good as him.
Yeah, but it brings back nostalgia. So like the Pippins you're talking about, probably the ones with the big air on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the 95 season, man. That was a great season. And I remember Pippen wearing those. Or like even like a dope pair like the Iversons, or like because he was a baller, or like Shaqs. I like the old Shaqs. Because Reebok used to kind of kill it back in the day. They've kind of got out of the game a little bit as much.
Dude, my uncle has a game worn pair of Shaqs. It's like a size 23. And he autographed it, and he's got it in a shadow box. And the shadow box is like wider than your shoulders.
Oh my god!
His shoe is. I'm like, wow, dude.
He's got the biggest, nastiest feet. Have you?
Oh yeah.
Did you see that one time where he showed it on like TNT at the halftime?
He takes pride. What's he say? He said, that won me how many championships? He's like, look at them corns. And he said, that's how you win 5 championships or something like that.
He's talking about doing bodybuilding, man.
Hey, did you see
get on stage? I hope he does. I hope he does. Old.
He'll have no quads. He'd have to go men's physique.
Yeah, he would have to do men's physique.
Yeah, he's past for a quads are gonna be there.
He's doing something. I can't remember. My dad sent it to me because Dad's
a DJ fan.
Dude. No, he's about to do something. Did you see James where he's doing cable crossovers, no shirt on, like yesterday?
Yeah, he's training. Like I'm telling you.
What was that for? What was that for, though?
I think he's getting ready to do a competition.
No,
he called out somebody.
Pose down on stage at like the Rocks show or something. but he's probably not unless he gets ready for this year's Olympiad.
No, here it is. Here it is.
He wants to do the Rock show.
No, he's doing All Elite Wrestling. He's going to be wrestling one of the AEW guys.
Okay, I'm looking at it right now.
That's it. But,
yeah, that's a big man.
Yeah.
When he stands up at the,
you ever see that picture?
Up at the end, he's he ain't got nothing hanging over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's got just a giant. Can you imagine having a pectoral that long where you had to try to fully develop it? That'd be insane.
You ever see the picture of him next to Sean Clarita?
Yeah.
That's funny, dude.
It was like pocket level, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's hit a question, guys. Let's hit a question here. Pull it up. All right. Aside from yohimbine, what fat burners scientifically work? I mean, I'm sure there's thousands of ingredients, but if y'all have something particular that you look for in a fat burning formula.
Oh, formula, I was gonna say the best fat burner is being active.
Yeah.
To be honest, a lot of people look around for all these other things, but like just eat less and move more. It's the old school saying, but if you're trying to get in shape, there's nothing exciting about it.
Like, I'm trying to think of like some of these thermogenics. I mean, I'm actually going to be coming out with a non-stem fat burner, but when it's time to get peeled, so that'd be some good marketing there. And I'm gonna do non-stem and anything like capsaicin and stuff like that. That's a popular ingredient. Kind of heat you up, raise your body temp, make you sweat a little bit. That's where the thermogenic comes from.
There's some good ones, but at the same time, like the really extreme ones get banned.
Yeah. So. Right. Yeah. I haven't
carnitine.
Yeah.
Carnitine. Yeah, that works. Yeah, it works pretty well.
Yeah.
That's one of the ones I use all the time. But like I use acetyl L-carnitine because it helps your brain. I can't remember the full science behind it, but like the acetyl compound connects to the choline, and then you get acetylcholine, and it makes you like more euphoric and better like focused throughout the day. So I do use acetyl L-carnitine.
Yeah, it's got the neurotransmitter benefits.
Yeah, for those. But people say also if you have enough carnitine, if you produce enough, then it's kind of useless. So that's why I do the acetyl L-carnitine. But
Charles Polklin, I don't know if you've read his stuff. He was big on determining your neurotransmitter profile, which ones are more dominant ones and which ones you're not. So I did it, and I'm deficient in acetylcholine.
Yeah,
like I'm very I'm dopamine dominant.
Yeah, so that's why I use acetyl L-carnitine. But yeah, at the same time, it's like there's no way to test if you're low on carnitine, so take it anyways. I usually tell my clients just take it during prep, helps it sweat a little bit more, so it's fun too. So
yeah, and I would also say like legal stuff, like you're taking.
That's the hard part, dude. I'm thinking of all these things that ain't legal.
Iodine is pretty good too, because for your thyroid benefits.
Yeah, thyroid. I take a little iodine pills during prep.
Yeah.
It just is expensive, so I just recommend clients take the bare minimum that they can.
You do like 400. I think like 400 micrograms is like a pretty good dose from my memory. Yeah.
I'm actually going to put ketones in mine, and not to put you in ketosis, but I've taken them in a caloric deficit before in a product, and actually had some that I was prototyping before. We're going to make that our fat burner, but add more fat burning stuff to it. But when you're in a severe deficit, it's a different energy source that you can pull from. And I would take it in the morning as long as I can get through my training and get through everything I got to do, energy wise. And I don't care to be dead the rest of the day. You know what I mean? I'll call one of y'all and just complain about how I feel like a zombie or something. We'll all be about the same category. So Here, this summer, this podcast is going to be.
I know. We're gonna be all
I'm doing August.
We're gonna be talking about food nonstop. No questions, just one food episode, just one topic the whole time.
Dude, it'll be good. Actually, I mean, for me, I know, we're shooting this on one of my days off, and that's one of my hardest things is to stay out of the kitchen on my day off. So I just love just running around doing errands all day, staying away because if I'm working, I'm like,
so much money though.
Prep, I shop online shop so much.
Dude, one prep, I literally spent probably like $700 worth of like candy that was on sale for Halloween. But like it kind of helped because then we started putting in cookies and stuff. I was like, hey, well, it kind of paid off. But like, dude, there's so much stuff.
My last prep, I bought a new truck and a brand new Breitling watch.
Hey, you sound like you sound like Fuad.
I know. It's bad. Like I just want to like buy shit.
Because you're sitting there distracting yourself, dude. So you start looking up stuff,
start researching it.
Yeah, you're like, mine's just like obsessed with all sorts of weird stuff. And I gotta get it.
You've spent so much time looking into it that you're convinced that there's no other way you could possibly get a better deal, and it's like right now it's perfect time.
Yep.
I could use it. I like to get shoes. I usually get at least one pair of solid shoes within that 8-week, time zone. And I'll use them I'll use them for cardio. Just because I'm like, my damn feet hurt, man. I need some new shoes.
Don't even ask me how many shoes I buy during prep.
Dude, I literally
it's probably 10.
I just snack hunt.
Huh?
I literally just snack hunt because it's like you're missing like
no.
You're missing like a period of like the fall snacks. So I'll like go to Trader Joe's and go get all these like snacks that won't be back and I just keep on my shelf. So it's like I already set myself up for failure after a show. I'm like, I'm gonna be healthy and reverse diet, and I'm like,
never happens.
Everybody says that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep my cardio in. I'm gonna do all this.
Yeah. I'm more reverse.
Cardio is the first one to go. I'm like, my legs are so tired at the end of a prep. I'm like, ankles hurt.
Do you want to talk about reverse? I think I think it's bullshit.
I do too. Yeah. We're on the same page.
So
I think we're all on the same page.
People tell me like insulin sensitivity and all this stuff. Well, your your fat cells are just as insulin sensitive as your muscle cells.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go back to your set point, wherever that is for you.
Yeah.
You're just gonna get there slower or quicker. So like I'm just saying I'll get there quicker.
I think you could probably be a little more generous if you're a female, just because there's more issues at play there as far as
psychological,
emotionally. Yeah. I mean when
they blow up too.
Yeah. They blow up, and it's a whole different ball game for them. For guys, I'm with y'all. I mean, get your body to a safe and healthy place, and get your weight back up when you're freaking sub 4% body fat. That's no way to live. It's not sustainable.
Well, there's no way.
There's no reason to backing out into it. You're gonna, like James said, you're going to get just as fat as you would, when you come to, you're just delaying the fatness,
you're delaying the inevitable.
Yeah. But people it's like this whole new coaching phase, and they're like, oh, you got to reverse that. I'm like, it's just a big scam because you can't put on any muscle when you're that lean. Because like James said, your fat storage is more insulin sensitive when you're that lean. So most of what you eat is going to become fat cells. You're just looking shredded for longer by keeping your muscles full, but you're slowly developing the fat cells back.
I think that the girls that are so strict on this reverse, hell, it's worse than prepping for a show. I was like, you might as well just be prep 365 days a year, because they're like, oh my gosh, I wish I could eat, but my coach says that I can only have 20 extra carbs this week.
Yeah.
I'm like,
but the
gosh,
thing is,
do what you want.
It's like 1 quart tortilla.
No, but the thing is, it creates a lot of eating disorders because people will sneak the food trying to be strict. But if there's no goal at end, if there's no show, you're not going to stick to a strict plan. So then there's table, closet eating and stuff, and it's like, unless psychologically you do better with a slow reverse diet, don't do it. Because there's no benefit.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there's some level of eating disorder in any type of
every one of us has
bodybuilder.
Has to.
Yeah. I mean, we might not consider it negative. You know, we binge out on a good cheat meal that we've earned, we busted our ass for, but yeah, that's still an eating disorder if you're
but
just
I'm
going
still
crazy and gorging until you can't breathe. I mean,
in the back of my mind though, I'm always weird about it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Oh,
So
same,
it's like,
same.
I'm always thinking about like what it's doing to my body. Like, instead of just like,
is that an
enjoying
eating
it.
disorder, or do you just have the knowledge of what it does? Because nowadays America just likes to put disorder on everything. And honestly, it's just because when you're wise enough, you know you shouldn't be eating it, but you get to eat it because it makes you feel good. You know, there's a time where all of us are gluttons, but that doesn't mean we have disorder. Now, if you're eating and lying about it and you don't know what you're doing, then you probably have a disorder, because then psychologically you're just not all there. You can't control yourself. But if I want to, I could snap and say, I'm not going to eat this, and I won't eat it. You know,
I justify it as, hey, I just worked my ass off for all this time. I appreciate food so much, and I'm going to enjoy the crap out of some of this food because I won't be able to soon. So I do it. You know, I understand that, you know, it's not the healthiest thing, but it's what I enjoy. The rest of the year during prep is when I'll clean it up, and you know, it's what I work for. So I don't, you know, I'm sure it's got, I'm sure it's gone a little too far before, but I mean, I don't look at it negatively, but I'm sure
that's because you know that it's not negative, because you got to put that fat back on anyways and start gaining more muscle.
Right.
So it really isn't negative. Now, if you kept going with it, then it would become negative. You couldn't stop and control yourself. But we all eat to a certain point and say, okay, this is enough. You know, it's not like, oh, I just can't handle myself. Oh my gosh, you know, it's like I'm a rabid animal. But like also being speaking on this issue, the one thing I hate to hear is people say I have a bad relationship with food, because all they're doing is taking the blame off themselves and putting it on the food's fault. It's a bad relationship with food. You know, it's like, no, just say that you can't control your tongue because you can't have a relationship with an object that isn't there. You know, it's like.
And for everybody listening, how to fix that problem, just don't have it in the house.
Yeah.
You know, it takes a lot more effort to get on Postmates and have something delivered like 45 minutes. Like, I don't care if you done cleaned out your fridge and you're like, man, I would like to have this or that. And, you know, in 45 minutes, I don't know if it's worth that. You know?
That's why I had to clear out Casey's cookies.
Yeah,
you gotta all one night. hey, I always say you got to dispose of the evidence. You know, knock it all out.
You guys are probably like me though. It's like sometimes like you don't want to make rice, right? And if you don't have any snacks at home, you just don't eat carbs. You're just like
all the time. All the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
I did that today. Actually, I did that today. Yeah.
Hey, like you said, 0 or 100. That would be the. If we didn't have this podcast name, I think it'd be 0 or 100, because that kind of describes us all in a nutshell.
Yeah. Do you guys have a question? Are you guys weird about eating around other people?
Yes, now, because it's like meditation to me. Like I had somebody that was wanting to come pick up a Titan fuel today, and I almost didn't even sell it to him, just because I would have to leave my hot bowl of cream of wheat sitting in front watching YouTube. I was like, man, this is like my time. I get to like, it's meditation, especially when your calories come down. That time of eating is so sacred. I don't want any interruptions. I can't enjoy it if I'm sitting there talking to somebody or trying to do something at the same time. So I love just sitting down and chilling.
Even taking pictures of your food can distract you from the actual food and like the moment. When you're really hungry, it's like you get that cheat meal. Sometimes I'm like, I'm not even gonna take a picture, because it's like or if you're talking about it, you know, because people like to see what you're eating. So if you talk about a meal, sometimes it just interrupts the whole flow of the meal, and they're like, man, I'm halfway done. I didn't realize I was eating. So it's like, but eating around other people doesn't faze me as much as it used to. You know, because I just got to that point where I don't care. I know I'm gonna I trim my stash before I eat out. I'm like, try to keep a little bit clean because I know I'm messy. So
in a social setting, I don't mind it whatsoever. I enjoy company if I'm doing that, but if I'm just making a little meal here and there, I like to enjoy it by myself if possible.
Yeah, but it depends if you know the people, because if you know them already, it's more comfortable eating from them. Now, if you just met someone new, like if someone brings their friend over or whatnot, then you're like, man, I gotta be more polite with this meal, because the first impression you don't want to be a hog, you know, like, because they don't know you yet. It's like the first impression is you stuff in your face and not talking to you, like, all right.
Yeah. I just like, I'm talking about like, normal not like a social setting, like going out with friends, but like normal bodybuilding meal throughout the day. Because everybody's always asked me like, oh, like what about what I'm eating, why I'm eating it, like why I'm eating it. I'm like, dude, I just want to fucking eat my shit. Like,
absolutely.
Especially when I'm dieting. Like I literally, this is like, you don't even understand how great this chicken and rice tastes right now. Good. Yeah, it's just fish. Calories. Yeah, I just want it, and you're ruining that for me. And so I get like,
those questions get a little annoying, because like it's not my wife. She's bodybuilding before, like she knows the whole process, how it is. But like her family doesn't understand, you know? So if I have to bring meals to their house and eat, there's like, oh, I'm so sorry. That doesn't, I'm like, this is good meat. It's my decision. It's fine. Like I made this decision. So I'm totally okay with it. Don't have to apologize for eating food from me. Like this is my choice. Like, you know, I don't want an awkward environment. It's like, I can do my own thing at the same time you're doing your thing. We're totally fine, you know? And same thing with you, like coworkers, when they used to talk to me, I was like I don't even like talking about bodybuilding to people that are outside the industry, because they really don't understand. It goes over their head. And it's like when you're talking to someone about it, you can see them like get completely uninterested. So I just like cut myself up. I'm like, all right, I'm not going to talk about it. Like it doesn't matter.
And if they are acting interested, they're not going to take your advice.
No.
So it's like I know I wasted my time.
Yeah, I just want to pat on the back. I've had so many people tell me like, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And I'm like, oh, well, you probably should want to do this. Like, oh, okay. And just walk away. And you're like, you know, the overtrainers, you're like, you should probably reduce that a little bit. And you won't have as much injuries. Or if they're eating some bad foods, like, you know, if you really want to make progress. And they're like, well, you don't have kids, so you. I'm like, all right, You didn't want my advice. You just want me to tell me you're doing a good job. Like,
I love seeing with people like kids, older people, just absolutely kill it, because most of the time that's where you see your excuses. You know, he's running a business, he's got 2 or 3 kids and got this going on, and he's still looking great. And I'm like, respect, man, because
that's why
so many times.
That's why lifestyle clients sometimes are the most rewarding. Like it's hard to have some, because some of them just will, like, I'm happy when they're honest, but some of them just make excuses, and you know, like science doesn't lie. Like if I'm lowering your calories and upping your cardio slowly, like you would be making progress and not gaining weight. Like there's no way. Law of thermodynamics and like thermogenesis, it's like you'd be losing real fast if you follow the plan.
Yeah, especially if they're not on supplements.
Yeah, but then you know those people that like are honest, and it's frustrating, but you're like, I'm thankful, but then you're telling me you're cheating on the plan. But it's like you got to figure out up here first before you can follow a plan. So.
All right, guys, I need to know y'all's weight this morning. This is our weekly check-in. What was your weight?
Shit. Man, you just see me stay the same.
I was 286.4.
286.4,
yeah.
That's
I don't know why. I remember that. I don't know why.
I was 267.4. About a couple days ago, I went hard. Not gonna lie. There's something I can't have in the house is tortillas, because flour, chewy tortillas. Because what I'll do, and I get the high fiber kind, you know what I mean? Because that kind of stops me. I'm like, hey, if I eat 5 or 6, you know, it's going to jack me up. It's going to jack me up tomorrow. So I get those, you know, thinking it's going to hold me back, and I get to the point, and I ate 15 in 2 days, and they were like the big fiber ones with like
the whole wheat ones. The honey wheat ones are really good.
Yeah. It was something like that. It was a big Sam's Club bag of them, and I can't have them because what I'll do is I dip them in sugar-free pancake syrup. Freaking love it. Try it sometime, dude. Or don't try it. Don't try it. Don't try it, dude.
You're doing every trick you can to not get more calories in. Calories without calories.
Yeah. Dude, it's like the best prep dessert. I used to listen to this. I used to put the syrup on one half of the tortilla, and then I'd slowly roll it all the way back. I'd make this little pin rod of a tortilla with syrup under every layer.
You have like an indestructible gut.
That's why I told him, dude. I'm like, if I ate what he ate,
oh my god,
it would be horrible, dude.
Dude, listen, I'm going through a bottle of sugar-free pancake syrup About 1 bottle a week right now. It's something I'm definitely gonna have to dial back, because there's still like 10 calories per whatever tablespoon. So it's definitely adding up. And I'm putting it on chicken. It's good on
gut.
I've been dude, the science to see what the artificial does without having dosed for so long. Because there's no long-term study. So like, I mean, in the short term, it's health like doesn't have an effect, but like you're going all out. I mean, you're gonna be doing that for like ever.
They
might not cut on something that nasty.
You probably can't even cut through it. It's like bulletproof, like Kevlar.
Hey,
got a Kevlar gut.
Hey, put it on salmon. That's fire on salmon. Swear, dude. It's like caramelized. It's got a caramelized taste.
Oh my! Me, Casey, are just like in awe right now.
Yeah. Chicken. I put it on chicken too.
I can see all this actually being pretty good.
Actually, if you hit it with a little seasoning,
not the waffle,
Yeah.
Well, here's what you do: you hit it with a little.
My wife has keto waffles. You would love them. You could do chicken waffles on prep. I'll send you.
Here's the thing with the keto products that they're coming out with now. The freaking fat in those things are so high that I'd rather have the real things lower calorie.
Yeah.
Oh, you diet low fat. That's right.
Well, I did this last year. I mean, I was low everything, so I didn't have many options.
Low everything except for 1 day a week. I'm like, this is my day to load up on fat for essential fat throughout the week, and then I'm good.
Right. I was like that, that eating that jar of Foca nuts, one night before bed, that 250 grams of fat, that'll last me for the next week. That does it right there. Yeah.
You're like a polar bear.
I know, man.
You just go eat a bunch and go to sleep.
Hibernate fast. Man. So what's y'all's little guilty pleasures during prep? Little snacky snack.
Salts.
Anything salty? Pickles.
No, I just do salt.
That's not a guilt. You got to have something with more calories in it that you snack on.
Well, I mean, we have the refeed days, but other than that, it's clean, dude.
Let's give our listeners something to snack on that they want something low calorie, not pickle low, but a little snacky snack. Maybe
the sugar-free puddings, the little snack packs that are sugar-free. Those are amazing.
Are you talking about the pudding or the Jellos? Because I used to do the Jellos a lot.
Both, but I really prefer the pudding.
Okay, yeah,
those are a delicacy.
A little higher calorie. I've told so many people around here because the sugar-free Jellos, little snack packs, they're 5 calories a cup.
Yeah, and they a lot of volume.
Oh yeah. So I've got so many clients around here on it that anytime that they see that the shelf of the sugar-free Jellos are gone, they send me a picture and they're like, "Dang it, did you get them all?" And I'm like, "Nah, man, I can't." That's one of those things too, man. I'm trying to bring it waist in, so if I eat 4 to 8 cups, it's gonna stick in my gut out there. But it's better than cheating. It's better than cheating.
It's interesting that Dexter Jackson said that when he cut out the artificial stuff, he shrunk his waist. So I don't eat artificial stuff that messes with my gut, and my waist is usually really small and prep. Like my waist comes in mad.
I cut it out this week. I cut out all my Gaines Bakery.
Dude,
I was addicted to it.
So
I was addicted to it.
What's that, James?
Dude, it's Gaines Bakery. I forgot the name of the guy that owns it. He just got his pro card this year.
Yeah.
But Gaines Bakery on Instagram with the Z, I think, of Gaines.
Yeah.
But they're all very low calorie sauces that just taste like they're not low calorie. So they're very good.
You would love that, Bartley. That'd be your new go-to.
Bartley would
tear through it.
Can you imagine Bartley with some yum sauce?
Oh yeah.
They got this one called yum sauce. It's like it makes anything.
Dude, Bartley would get that sauce and pour it on a girl.
It smelled like Tokyo in here.
Yeah. Like, ooh, spice things up.
No, I don't eat that much rice, so I wouldn't get yum yum. But I'm sure it would go good on chicken.
The sriracha,
all sorts of stuff.
The SMV, the
sriracha
maple,
sriracha
maple vinaigrette is my favorite for like just all across the board for any entree. It's the best.
Dude, they look delicious. Every time I'm irritated that I can't have artificial sweeteners because it just messes with me. But if I did, like I told my wife, if you ever prep again, get that stuff. I'm like,
I feel so sorry for you. I really do feel sorry.
That's why it's just salt. Like I just look forward to that one day a week.
Yeah,
it's like but it makes me feel like I'm doing more. You know,
well,
it's like
I guess
can't have all these sweeteners and stuff.
I guess your palate kind of adapts. You know, because I'm thinking about all this sweet stuff that I substitute. I like the G. Hughes barbecue sauces.
Great, love that stuff.
Sugar free. Those are awesome.
Amazing, but
hickory's my favorite.
Especially the one with
hickory's
chili.
Mine too. Hickory's mine.
The sweet and sour one's good too.
The honey mustard's good. Have y'all tried the honey mustard?
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah,
it's
not
nearly as good
honey mustard fan, but
not nearly as good as Gaines Bakery honey mustard though. That shit is.
Yeah. That's because G. Hughes honey mustard doesn't really taste like authentic honey mustard completely.
Yeah,
it tastes better when you're like starving and prep. But like I was using G. Hughes, but it's like especially when your diet gets super strict, you notice the bloating even more. So it's just like I had to cut it out. Like the little chili one, sweet chili, it was really good, but that one messed me up the worst out of all of them. But it's like the chili's on top of the artificial. I was just like,
what's the calorie profile? What's the calories look like?
Dude, there's only like 10 per serving, 10 calories.
For what? Gaines Bakery?
Oh no, for G.
Hughes. Gaines Bakery.
It depends. Some of them are like 35 and some of them are 10. So there's some of them have a little bit of fat, like the yum yum sauce.
I can handle the 10s. I wouldn't feel comfortable buying the 35 one.
Yeah, those are off season. But pre-contest, the honey mustard and the SMV, the sriracha maple vinaigrette one, you put that together on anything, it tastes amazing.
Ooh. Yeah. Right now I've got I got some steak sauce over there. I got my pancake syrup, and I got some sugar-free barbecue sauce. So it just depends on what
just laying out on the counter because you use it so often.
It's sitting on my table. I got a little food station over there with like 10 Icon Meal seasonings. I got a peanut butter jelly candle over there. You know, just
peanut butter jelly candle.
Yeah, just cooking up a fresh PBJ over there. You know, so
where'd you get that? Is that Yankee candle?
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Somebody got it over here. I was like, man, that's solid. So
yeah, but my guilty pleasure in prep is literally just pre-workout. Like the one I use from Hostile, the bubblegum one's delicious.
That tastes so good. I love
so good.
I love it.
Yeah, guys, there's a tip for you right there. If you're feeling hungry, you just ate, and you got enough fuel in you to go kill a workout, hit a little pre-workout. It'll stave off the hunger. Give you some flavor, and especially that's why I put EAAs in the Titan Fuel, just because it's going to give you some fuel there for some
muscles a little bit.
Yeah.
I also like to sip on my EAAs too for my sweet tea.
Yeah.
Make during training.
Yeah, make a little EAA slushies.
Here's a low calorie brown fat burner trick. Nicotine salt. Yeah, James knows what I'm talking about. Not many people know about that, but it does help burn fat a little bit, because nicotine salt, the stimulant, will make you sit there, get a little antsy, then you start doing house chores. So you have an increased need.
It's like
that's why you see Adderall. Me. That's why you see me moving around all the time. I'm always like, if you're wondering why, that's why.
You take it all the time, James?
I have one in all the time, yeah.
Really?
Pretty much. Yeah.
What is it?
I work out with one too.
What is it? A little dip?
It's it's like a little I got them at 7-Eleven, but they're like little pouches.
I wish I had 7-Eleven over here.
Oh, y'all don't.
They're like little pouches. You just put it in the side of your mouth.
We don't recommend people getting addicted to nicotine, but if it's gonna help you get shredded, I mean, I guess it's an option.
So
I try to stay away from it. I had somebody offer me some of that nicotine gum, and it almost spooked me out, because I did dip one time, dude, and I was like, man, I feel like trash. I was like,
I did for 20 years.
Really?
Yeah. Or 15 years. Yeah.
So,
yeah,
you know, I thought about chewing it, but I was like, man, I don't even know if I want to feel sick real quick. You know what I mean?
But it did start sketching me out because it can cause cancer, but the nicotine salt's like pure.
Yeah.
So it's only addictive, but I don't have addictive personality, so I'll literally use it during prep. And
well, stain your teeth or anything? Does it look like?
No? It depends because the coffee
eat your gums away.
Yeah, the coffee. No, not the Zen, but the coffee ones. I've noticed if I put like a pouch in, it will stain a little bit, the darker flavors. But then if you drink like instant coffee, because I'll drink Bustelo sometimes in prep because it's like instant espresso, that will go on the pouch and then stain my teeth. So I'll have to like actually clean my teeth a lot harder.
Yeah, I use the cinnamon ones because of that. The coffee ones taste really good, but they make your teeth brown.
Yeah,
so
I stopped
cinnamon won't
for that reason.
No, because it's clear.
Okay.
Yeah, hey, cinnamon's really delicious.
Y'all don't want to see me on that, boy. I'd be inside out shredded. You're looking like
that's the reason.
I'd be looking like a iguana skin coming in.
and nicotine, the stimulants help you poop. Sometimes you can't poop in prep, so that's nice. Well, drink some coffee in the morning, put a pouch in. You're like, oof.
Dude,
especially for that pre-morning cardio.
I ate so many veggies and fiber supplement that it's clockwork every day.
Yeah.
I take magnesium for that.
Do you?
Yeah.
You take it at night before you go to sleep?
Take it at night, yep. 500 milligrams of magnesium glycerate. So if you get the wrong kinds.
Is that the calm?
That works good too, but that's not glycerate one. That can be kind of laxative if you take too much. Whereas the glycerate, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but it's like GLYCRATE. That one doesn't act as a laxative.
No, dude, I was in prep. Because last prep I was doing so much stuff that was high in histamine that like I was just.
I like that.
Oh, calm's good.
Yeah.
It just says
good for digestion.
Magnesium citrate.
Yeah, so if you do too much citrate and you're not used to it, you haven't acclimated to it, it will act as a laxative.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I put some of my stressed out clients on either ashwagandha is cheap. A lot of people say it won't work, but I've had a lot of anecdotally, I've had a lot of clients just like, oh man, that makes me feel so much better. Whether it's placebo or not, I usually try to start them with that because it's a cheap herb that you can get at Vitamin Shop or Amazon or anything like that. And then if that doesn't work, I'll throw in the Calm too. And
that stuff works better than anything, man.
It's solid. Tastes good.
Stuff. Yeah,
tastes good too.
Yep.
I used to drink it as a kid just for taste. My dad had some. I was like, I'll take that one. Didn't need it.
Hey, make me one of them magnesium drinks, Dad.
Seriously.
Cherry flavor. Give me one of them cherry.
And then when you get sick, you got them little like seltzer thing to drop in that like makes little fizzy drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he had you in there in the bathroom like Dumb and Dumber. You know, just trying to get
rid of it. I've been like that my whole life until I figured out that histamine thing. I was about to say that to James. Yeah. So I don't need fiber during prep, especially last prep. That's why this prep I might not even do the nicotine pouches because I think that helps increase my histamine response. Because I've noticed a lot of times when I do like, especially when I used to do actual like loose leaf tobacco and whatnot, like my allergies would get way worse. So I might not try to do that this prep and see how I do. But if I get dead enough and I need that nicotine kick, it's inevitable.
Yeah.
Hey guys, what do y'all think about Big Rami joining forces with Tony Huge? Did y'all hear that?
I mean, yeah,
I saw that. I thought it was clickbait.
No, I watched the whole thing last night.
What?
Yeah, Dave went live with Aceto and Romano and Lee Priest and Tony Huge. It was actually pretty good. Oh, dude.
Lee Priest does some funny stuff.
There's no telling how much Tony Huge paid Rami. You know, because Rami's an Olympia champ. He can go with any. Tony's got his own company, the Enhanced Athlete line.
Yeah.
And but I've never heard a good, you know, there's so many supplements out there. You get in the routine of taking similar brands and you respect and trust certain brands and know people that are in those companies, you know. James, you got the Revive stuff going on. If anybody needs some health supplements, check out James's page. He's got a discount code for that. I'm actually going to get some here before too long. They're kind of studying a few of them there, but quality ingredients, and they put everything in a blend. That way you don't have to go out and buy 4 or 5 different supplements. Casey's with Hostile. They got some good stuff. It's one of the biggest brands last year.
They don't have too many products right now, but it's really good quality.
Hey, you better tell Fuad step it up. I'm coming after him. Hey, I'm dropping him quicker than him.
Yeah, I think it's because he's so
he's meticulous.
He's so dude. Even the packaging, it's like it has texture on it. So if you feel the packaging, there's like the little honeycomb design on it. It's textured.
Hey, he says that, and I understand. I'm the same way. Like I've had to kick back some labels, but it's harder than crap to get stuff like logistic wise right now. Like I get my containers from China, and I get my scoops from somewhere else. And my first run in Titan Fuel, I did one of those little dry packs, in there. So the second time I was like, man, we need to go with 2. So my second run, we put an extra one in there. Too. Yeah. And that's it. And it's so much stuff, man. Like I had to switch my manufacturer for my labels from California to Arizona. So now they're coming from Arizona, and
dude, you should,
it's so much stuff going on. So many moving parts.
You should look at the John Meadows thing if you're looking for cost effectiveness and better for the environment. Have little bags.
Yeah.
Those are interesting. And I saw him talk about it. I was like, this makes sense because cheaper for unit cost. You can put more product in your bag.
Right.
Easier to stow and travel with too.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to do a protein like that. You remember the old school bags? I mean, there was something
Optimum ones.
There was something special about unzipping that bag. Big old bag,
getting a little powder on your
dig all the way to the bottom.
Yeah, you'd have your elbow up on the zipper
to try to find the scoop.
It looked like a dog bag. It was disguised as a dog bag, to sit on the floor. But I might do that. What do y'all think? I should come out with my first flavor protein.
I'm always a vanilla person because it's so versatile. You put fruit in it,
But here's the thing: if I, with the minimum order quantity, I'm gonna have to put a lot of money into the first run. So I agree, a vanilla and a chocolate are a must. There's so many people that won't steer it off of one of those directions. They want either the vanilla or they want the chocolate. But I want to do something like a specialty flavor for my first one. Just come out with something that's
I got an idea. Mimic that waffle thing you were talking about in Memphis. Make that the flavor.
So we got waffle. It's gonna have a maple type of
maple waffle cone. It's like
yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, that would be unique. I don't think anybody's got that.
No.
I think like my favorite flavor of all time is peanut butter and jelly, but not many people have nailed it.
It's hard to nail.
So
the jelly flavor in there.
Get Raw has the great peanut butter flavor. Yeah, there's nothing like it.
But jelly too. Have you ever tasted a peanut butter jelly protein? I've had a couple. No. It's there's something, I don't know. I feel like they put too much. There's too much fake grape flavor or fake jelly flavor in it. You know what I mean? It kind of like hides the peanut butter.
You want more peanut butter.
You want it salty tasting because that's like a good peanut butter jelly's got a little salty sweet kick to it. So I was thinking about doing that, but I don't know. I think something like a salted caramel or something would be.
Yeah, I feel like peanut butter and jelly, the main thing that's good about it is the contrast in textures. Also.
Right.
And you can't get that in the shape.
Yeah. No. So what do you think, Casey? What flavor, if you had to come out with something that's not vanilla or not chocolate? Like cookies and cream or cinnamon something?
Dude, I like cinnamon and apple stuff. Really good. Seth Brosey makes one, I think. That was pretty good. But yeah, I mean, the one that I'm drinking from Hostel right now, I just keep ordering it. It's delicious. The oatmeal cinnamon cookie.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Phenomenal flavor. There's little cookie chunks in it. So
I
good.
Love Fouette's photo shoot on that.
Yeah, that was solid marketing. Yeah, I thought about that. Gave me an idea. I don't really want to do it, but for my fiber product,
oh goodness,
there's so many toilet ones that you could come up with a little comic book series.
You could do like the royal flush of all products.
Yeah, just string in, and then you got one, and then the product's introduced, and
that's what you could have named it. Just called the fiber product Royal Flush.
Royal Flush, yeah,
dude.
Oh, with Royal Flush card decks on there.
Yeah, with the gold all over it, the gold Titan Fuel logo. That'd be pretty dope. Yeah. It's all royal colors.
Yeah, I ran out of freaking label room, man. I've got so. For anybody listening that's looked at the label and they probably don't look in-depth labeling like we do. All right, so I've got like 15 different greens in that formula. Okay, so I wanted the superfoods blend, the greens blend and the berry blend. I wanted the milligrams out to the side. Show me everything that's in it. Name me the fruits, and then put the amount of milligrams that blend is. Well, in the labeling process, you can't do that. You have to, if you want to do that, you have to do one line. It's some weird.
That's what Revive does. The greens from Revive.
You have to do
every single one. Yeah. It's like beets, spinach, whatever else is there. Yeah.
See, they can do that. So I've got so much stuff in mind just because it's a multifaceted product. I got the fiber, I got the greens, I got the berries, I got the probiotic stuff in there. I've got a detox blend in there, and I've got essential fatty acids. Not a big source, but it's just some flaxseed and some something else was in there. So I got 6 different categories, and I can't go down each one, so we had to put them in paragraph form. So if anybody's got a question about how many grams of what's in there, we're going to put it up on the website. That way you can look exactly. We just don't have room for it on the container.
I was gonna say that. Just put it on your website.
Yeah,
but I'm getting low on battery. I don't know if you have another question, but I got like 4% left.
Yeah, I think I got to run too.
All right, let's hit.
If you guys ever see my screen go out for a second, so I'm checking my battery while my picture leaves.
All right, one more question. I got one here. Let's see.
And if I cut out, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. All right. Let's just talk real quick. The best way to schedule cheat meals. I say the night before leg day. What do you say?
I say the night. No, go.
No, I was gonna say, the night before lagging muscle group doesn't really have to be cheat meals. I have one client we need to bring up his arms, but his legs are good. So it's before arm day, just where you get more nutrients and sodium to just shuttle and just fill the muscle group and feel better contractions. But if you're bulking, I don't even schedule cheat meals. I tell my clients, if you have a random day where your weight's going down, one's going down, have a refeed, but tell me what you ate, so I could gauge how it made you look and how it made you feel. But, cheat meals are kind of unplanned. Sometimes you guys know this during prep is if your weight drops too much, I got to get my weight back up, So some cheat meals are unplanned and just needed because it's a tool. So.
And for balance, a lot of times, you got people that still want to live their life. They're not full-time bodybuilders like us. So, I suggest, that if you got something coming up, kind of plan your cheat day around it and, just enjoy time with your friends, family, whoever you want to hang out with, enjoy the meal. But
I always give my clients their not the macro breakdown per meal, but daily total. Yeah. And so if they have a day like that, I just tell them count macros. It's like get your protein in throughout the day and then save the fats and the carbs for that nighttime meal, So
I refuse to waste a cheat meal though. So I'm definitely in the gym the next day or the day of. Like there's not many rest days around that. I know people that do like to, rest day cheat and, just kind of fill up and restore and recover. But I just love the workout following a cheat meal. So I always try to prioritize, like you said, a lagging body part or a calorically demanding body part. I do either back or legs, but for the most part, legs, because it's the roughest for me.
I think it's legs, man. Even if it is lagging or not, like my arms lag compared to my legs, but I still do it in front of legs just because like there's something about having a lot of calories for that demanding leg workout.
You can eat more because you're going to burn off more.
Yeah. I feel like I'm burning it off because like I'm just doing curls and tricep push downs. I'm like,
it's not much.
I'm not creating a big demand,
right?
As big as demand.
But usually arm day is after a leg day or something like that. A small muscle group following a big muscle group. So that's why you can eat the cheat meal after leg day. So the calories, you're still burning through a lot of that stuff you ate. So
yeah,
it's good to stack it when you can. But all right, guys, we'll let you go. It's getting late here on a Monday night. We'll get this up in the morning and make sure, guys. He's been up about a day and a half, but
he's the oldest one, so it makes sense.
Tough. Got the nicotine.
Yeah. So, guys, if y'all want to support the pod, go to thetitanfuel.com, click on apparel, and I've got the shirts ready to go. They're made to order. So we got a small through 3X. Got this on the front. Badass design from ISO Band on Instagram. Appreciate it, Chris. And then we also got a little back action. And this is what I say right here. This looks like some old greasy cheat meal fingerprints right here.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect.
So, all right, guys.
And you can wear that shirt during a cheat meal, and if food splats on it, you can say that's what the shirt's for,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You get messy with it. Eat with your hand.
It's a little direct to garment there, so you can probably just wipe it right off,
Wipe your mouth in.
Yeah. Dust it. All right, guys. We'll catch up next week.
All right, dudes.
All right.
Later. See y'all.